We did pretty back how to play. Today we're gonna how to play the game Ghost, which is from Yellow and designed by Richard Garfield. Is pretty well known for some pretty good games. Got some nice UV ink on the box. It's for 2 to 6 players, ages 8 and up. Takes about 15 minutes. It's a little kind of a setting game, similar to games like Karma, where you are trying to get rid of all your cards first. And art by Dmitry Sapui. Probably butchering the name. I apologize. And you're also going to use the box for the game, where you're going to use this and this as part of the game, which is kind of interesting. In the game, you get a bunch of cards here. 62 total. And you're going to be dealing out a number of cards, each player, to form their mansion. Additionally, each player is going to get 4 cards for their hand, which I will probably leave face up to avoid any confusion. You also have 9 boo tokens, which you'll use for keeping track of who wins and loses if you're doing multiple games. And you get 1 reference card, which tells you what you're doing before midnight and then after midnight, which I'll get to. So everyone's going to have a hand of 4 cards. I'll leave them face up. You have white ghosts, which are the common ghosts. Yellow ghosts, which are fearless ghosts. Red ghosts, which are scary ghosts. And blue ones, like this one, which are special ghosts. The special ghosts all have some kind of an ability. The yellow ones can be pretty much played on anything. The red ones have to be played on like red ones. I'll try my best to explain it. And the cards all have a value of 1 to 14. 14 is the highest, 1's the lowest. Some will have an ability. And they're split up into 4 different colors or families. Most are white, but then you have some yellow, blue, and red. So you set up the box as shown. Here is going to be the cemetery, which is where people are going to be playing cards. These cards are going to go here into the crypt, which is the drop pile. Once this is depleted, that will end. That will mean you will have reached midnight and you will move on to the after midnight phase. And then this is going to be your discard pile. Now everyone again has a hand of cards here. That is your mansion, and you're trying to get rid of all the ghosts from your mansion. And it's 12 cards and 2-player game. I have 10 here for a 3-player game. And 4 players, it would be 8, and etc., depending on the player count. You only have 4 for 6 players. And then everyone's going to have a hand of 4 cards that you're going to be playing with. You do not touch these cards in your crypt until after midnight. Now, you're not allowed to see what is in your mansion. They stay face down, and you're just going to be drawing them once you get to them randomly. Whoever lost the last game gets to be the start player, or if it's your first game, whoever has most recently been spooked by something starts, or just randomly choose however you, using your favorite method, I guess. On your turn, you can either play ghosts, 1 or more face up into the cemetery, or you can collect all the ghosts from the cemetery into your hand. When the cemetery is empty, even if the kitty is next to it, you consider it with a value of 0. The kitty is one of the special cards, which I will get to. Now, when you're playing cards into the cemetery before midnight, you play 1 or more cards, and those cards must be equal to or higher than the ghostly value of the ghost on top of the cemetery. Wow. And the first person gets to start by playing whatever they want. So let's say this guy goes first and he plays a pair of twos. So the next player is going to go. They can play. It also has to point out whenever you have less than 4 cards, you will draw back up to 4 cards. This guy plays 2, he will draw 2. This guy will play 2 sixes, and then he will draw 2. From this pile, the crypt, not from your mansion. Because to me, I guess we'll have to play the 11, which is the skeleton card, which I'll get to in a moment. You can also, if you want to, try your luck, which I could do, by playing the first ghost from the crypt. If it's valid, you just continue playing with the next player. If it's not valid, then you get to take all the cards from the cemetery and put them into your hand. The other thing you can do is, if you're not able to play a card that is higher, let's say this is all I have in my hand and I cannot play something that's higher, I would have to collect all of these into my hand. So you have to play something that's the same value or higher, or collect everything, or take your chances, draw the top card, play it, and if it's valid, you're good. If not, you have to take everything into your hand. So in this case, however, I am able to play because I have an 11. Now, if you play a combo, which is a double ghost or a triple ghost, 2 or 3 identical ghosts, you actually get to, you must immediately take it out of 10. So actually, I screwed up. So this guy played 2 twos. He's supposed to go again, so he would have played 2 sevens. Then he would draw 2 more cards, and he'd play a 10. And actually, I think you'd have to play from what he has in his hand before drawing back up. But anyways, this next guy's going to go. Now he can't play the 2 sixes. I forget which ones he drew. I think it was the 2 10s. But maybe, though, he plays these 2 13s. Draws these 2 cards, and now he can't play. So now he has to take everything into his hand. So there is a risk of playing doubles. Actually, what he could do, what cards did he have in his hand? He had the 2 sixes and 2 10s. What he could do is he could take a gamble and draw the top card. And it works. He's actually lucky. So he doesn't have to worry about that, because the 1 can be played at any time. So the Fearless Ghosts, the yellow background, can be played at any time, even if their value is lower. So, for instance, this is Scooty. He can be played at any time. And then the other one in yellow is the Kitty, which has no value. You would play it next to the cemetery, and it basically just has no value. You can just play it whenever. And then it basically just kind of duplicates whatever is on top of the deck. You cannot, however, play 2 kitties at the same time, or using another card, which is the missed copy. The red cards, the scary ghosts, are played normally, but you can only play a scary ghost, a fearless ghost, or a ghost quartet, which is 4 cards of the same value, on top of a red card. So, to say I played this blue one. The blue ones have abilities, by the way. They must be played normally, but they have a special effect. As to point out, the red cards are the 3, which is the Cerebrus, and 12, which is Igor. The special ghosts, the blue ones, I have Skeleton, Skeletum, which, when I play this, I actually get to clear all those cards into the discard pile, and I get to play again. So I'll get rid of all those, and then maybe I'll play this too. Then I will draw back up. The 8, which is Twist, lets you reverse the direction of gameplay. It has some arrows on it. It looks like a reverse card. If you know Uno or other games, you'll know what I'm talking about. And then there's Miss Copy, which has an X, and basically it lets you play that along with any other ghost, basically making it whatever value that ghost is. And you can use it for a double ghost or a triple ghost or ghost quartet. You can never play Miss Copy alone. So Miss Copy is, let's see if I have any. So this is the reverse one. It changes direction of gameplay. And nobody has Miss Copy apparently. There you go. I have Miss Copy. This is the Miss Copy, and this lets me play, for instance, these two as a pair of sixes or 3 6s, and you can never play that one alone. So anyways, we go around. I've lost track of where it was. I played the 2. This guy will play this 4. We'll draw the cup. This guy will play these 2 6s, and then he'll play the 2 10s, and then he gets to go again, hopefully. And he'll just play this. There's the kitty card. So the kitty is basically a skip card. Tucked to the hand. It says the next player, you play next to the cemetery, the next player must play on the same ghost as before. And it says when playing kitty, you skip the next player's turn. So I'm actually being skipped. We'll draw this one back up. This guy gets to go. He'll play the 11. And he's going to get rid of all these cards, including the Miss Kitty. And I believe, as I saw the 11, he gets to go again. You must take another turn, so maybe he plays this 9. So then this guy's going to go. He plays, let's say he plays a 9. Draws back up. We're almost out of cards here, which is fine. And then it comes to me. I will play a 9 as well. And I draw a last card. And this guy's going to go. He's going to play these 2 12s. The 12s, the red cards, are special. As I mentioned before, they're scary ones. And you can only play a scary ghost, a fearless ghost, or ghost quartet on it. That means you can only play a yellow card, a red card, or 4 of a kind on top of these 2 12s. Now, additionally, since we are now out of cards in the crypt, we are after midnight, which means midnight struck, and now you don't play cards from your hand or collect cards from the cemetery if you cannot play. And then, once you have no cards in your hand, you get to start the drawing from your mansion by taking the top card from your mansion and playing it. And if it's good, you're all good. If it's not good, you have to take all the cards from there. But anyways, this guy played this card. This guy will play this Fearless Ghost as a pair or free 13s. Actually, why not? So he's playing that as free 13s. That's fair because it's a blue card. You can play the blue on the red. It has to be a blue or a yellow on the red. Actually, no. You have to play a Scary Ghost, a Fearless Ghost, so he cannot play the blue on the red. My bad. So he cannot play these, so he has to take all these cards into his hand. And then it's my turn, and I will play, let's say, a 4. This guy will play a pair of 7s. This guy comes along, he's going to play 3 9s. I will come along, I'll play a 10. This guy will take the top card of his deck, since he has no more cards in his hand. And he's going to hope that it's higher than 10. It is not. So he has to take all his cards in his hand. This guy will go. Maybe he plays this as 3 5s. I will add a 5 to that. I don't believe when you add a 4th card that you clear it like some other games do. So yeah, actually you do that. As soon as you play a Ghost Quartet, as soon as you have 4 of a kind, they are gone. You discard them. So I will discard all these. Next player is going to go. They're going to play, let's say, 2 4s. So this guy will play 2 12s, which means I have to play a yellow card or a red card. I do not have a yellow card or a red card, so I get to take all of these. Even though I have a higher valued card, you cannot play a white card on a red one. This guy's going to go. He'll play his Lonely 7. This guy will play his 13. I will play this as a pair of 13s. Missed copy. This guy cannot beat the pair of 13s, so he's going to have to take all of these. And this guy is out of cards, so he's going to just draw a top card. It's an 8. It reversed the direction. So now we're going back to this guy, who will reverse direction back this way. And this guy draws a card. It's a 12. He's good. I will play my 12s. Now this guy is stuck. He cannot beat the red cards. He doesn't have a yellow or red card. And as to point out, if you have a red 3, you cannot play that on the red 12. You can only play a red 12 on the red 3. So then this guy's going to go, draws a card, comes to me. This guy's got a crap ton of cards. He'll just play a pair of 7s. This guy will try to play higher than a 7. He does not. So he takes everything in his hand. There is Cerebrus, three-headed creature. And it comes to me. I'll draw the top card. It's a 12. And this guy's going to play his 3 12s. And this guy now has to take them because he cannot beat them. So you keep going around the table like this until one person has no more cards in their mansion. And they win the game. I apologize if this is a bit of a long explanation. But it is what it is. The game is decent quality. Just a smooth plastic finish. Nice artwork. Fun artwork. It's an interesting little game. As far as the tokens are concerned, what you can do is at the end of a round or end of a game, once a person has no more cards in this mansion, you can give yourself a token, a boo token, and once a person gets 2 boo tokens, they win the game. Also, there is points you can accumulate. If you're doing 3 or more players, you can play in several rounds. Each round, whoever fails to leave the game gets a boo token. So actually, you get a boo token for, let's say this guy plays all his cards, and I played all my cards. If this guy still has cards left, he gets a boo token. Whoever goes out gets 1 point. If you go out first, you get a bonus point, so you get 2 points. And if you leave last, say I was the last person to go out, I would get additional 2 points bonus, so I get 3 points actually. And this guy would get a boo token for not going out. If the person gets 2 boo tokens, they lose, and whoever has the highest score wins the game. So interesting enough, it feels like you get more points for being the last one to go out than being the first one to go out, which is interesting. So anyways, and if there's a tie, you just play again to break the tie. And yeah, that's a game in a nutshell. It's an interesting little game. Pretty straightforward, kind of a setting game, kind of like Karma or other similar games. I think based on Casino or Palace, a traditional game anyways. So yeah, it's kind of cool. So that is that. Comment, like, subscribe. What else you think? This is very long. I apologize. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.